Hello everybody and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Red. If you cannot tell, I am still really under the weather, so I'm not exactly sure how long this video is actually going to be, just because my throat is absolutely killing me, guys. But as I, always try to get videos out for you guys, I'm going to do my best to power through this to get this video out for you guys. But anyway, again, I do have another cough drop in my mouth here, so if you accidentally hear it clicking around in there, I will do my best not to have that happen. But I gotta do what I gotta do to try and keep this throat calm. But anyway, guys, I was down here checking some things out, seeing how we're doing on our seeds and wheat, because we haven't really checked up on this as of late. And we're almost full up on wheat, which is kind of interesting to say the least. But I also noticed that, we're doing pretty good on netherwort. Unfortunately, when we set this up, I forgot to add something, which would be the void pipe on this harvester to get rid of this sludge. So let's go ahead and open up our system here and see if we have any available. We got one available. That works. And we will just go ahead and throw that right on the side like that. Boom, sludge is gone. This thing's working at full speed again. Good to go. Alright. So, that takes care of that. And I don't know if we have taught the system. I'll take a look here real quick. Actually, you know what? We have. Let's go ahead, and while we're down here thinking of it, let's go ahead and make a couple of these structure upgrades so that we can upgrade that barrel for the wheat. So there's the structure upgrades. Do we have the ability for... Yeah, we have storage. So we'll start one of those. And did we teach it? We did. Cool. I'll get one of those coming as well. There we go. And that's just, hop up on top of the ironberry bush and, get stabbed a couple of times, no problem. We'll just go ahead and upgrade this barrel here to a void barrel. That way we don't have to worry about it. We should probably do the same thing to the seed barrel at some point. But we're not going to worry about it right now. It's just over half full. Not a big deal. There's plenty of room in there. But that wheat barrel was actually getting pretty darn full. But that's not what the episode is going to be about, guys. That was just something that I noticed real quick and wanted to make sure that we addressed before we got too far. We need to dive back into Botania just for a few more things, and then we should be okay with Botania, and we will move out of Botania for the time being. Remember, we are still working on our wither spawner. Automated wither spawner, and we got everything set up last time for the wither skeleton spawner downstairs here. We have it, come on, there we go down here a couple of times. We have it all set up down here. We flip the switch right now and it will turn on the spawner. They get sucked into the batch by a corporeal attractor, where there is a dynamism tablet underneath with our cleaver in it, which has beheading, 20% chance of beheading if I remember correctly. And so they get sucked back there by the corporeal attractor. The dynamism tablet swings that cleaver, chops off their heads 20% of the time, and then drops everything in the chest here for the time being. We also collect the experience. All of the items and the experience are in that, fall into that hole back there where there's a vacuum hopper. That's what's collecting everything. Sends it out here to the front. It's also collecting the experience that they drop and putting it into this tank here. So, yeah, we got that set up. It's good to go for now. We just need to expand upon this setup a little bit later so that it can be more automated rather than coming down here and flipping the lever on and off. Plus we need the stuff to get into the system. That's going to be for a little bit later episode, guys. For now, like I said, we're diving back into Botania. We're going to need a few of these pixie dust. We're also going to need some string. And we don't have a whole heck of a lot of string. That's okay, we only need about 7 string. There we go, and we only need 7 of these pixie dust. Excellent. We're also going to need some blocks of redstone. About 7 of those as well. There we go, and what we are looking to make here, guys, is we are actually going to make some red string. Now, what does red string do? Well, it can be used for a multitude of different things. It can interact with blocks. It allows blocks to interact with other blocks up to 8 blocks away, so on and so forth. And that's exactly what we're going to do with this red string. So let's go ahead and make up this red string real quick. Again, it's a piece of string, a block of redstone, and some pixie dust. It's not all that difficult to make, but this is one of the reasons why we needed the portal to Alfheim, was so that we could get the pixie dust. So there we go. There is our 7 red string. And if we come in here, we can see that a container will bind to any inventory, chest, furnace, hoppers, whatever. Items can be put into it using hoppers or any other means of insertion. The items will end up in the block it's bound to and will enter from the same side. Well, that's cool. So, you know, if we build one of these, we could feed from the top into a chest, you know, wherever, and it would put items into the chest just like it was going from the top. Or say a furnace, if we wanted to export wood, let's say, to turn into charcoal, we could set this up on any of the 6 sides of the furnace and tie it in with some red string, drop stuff into the top of the block with a hopper or whatever, and instead of going into this block here, it would go in the top of the furnace at the other end of the red string on the top side, so that, you know, it would get smelted into charcoal like we wanted. It's a neat little block that you know, can really come in handy for different things. But the one we're most interested in is going to be this second one. There's several other ones, you know. There's nullifiers, there's comparators, there's spoofers, there's all sorts of different kinds. We're not going to be going through all of them. You know, that's what the Let's to Botania is here for. But the one that we're most interested in here is the red string dispenser. And of course, that's going to take some living rock, a couple of dispensers, and some red string. So let's go and make 7 dispensers here. Dispenser. There we go. And that's just going to be some cobblestone, a bow, and some redstone. I don't think we have any bows in the system. Nope. Alright, so there's 1, and of course we run out of sticks and string. Joyous. Well, what can we do to get more string? I mean, I know we have our farm out there, but how well it's doing, I'm not exactly sure. Let's go check. Got onions and things and stuff. Alright, that gave us 8, which is only gonna give us 4 string. That is not nearly enough. We need more string. How are we going to get more string? Alright, well, Let's see. Do we have any bone meal? And how much bone meal do we have? We can spare a stack. Just come out here and bone meal the crap out of one of these. There we go. We'll just apply a full stack of bone meal to this one plant. See what that gets us. 45. Alright, that's a little bit better. I'll make one for now just to show you guys a proof of concept. And then we'll go from there. So we have one bow made up. Redstone bow. Really? Don't have any redstone? No, we do. It's just in block form. Alright, there we go. There's our dispenser. And we put it in there. Why? Because why not? We already had another dispenser in there. Cool. So we'll put that stuff away. We'll throw some of this other stuff in there that we really don't need. And then we are going to want I think it's a block placer. Yes, we're going to want the block placer from open blocks, which that's just a piston, some redstone, a couple of pieces of iron, and some cobblestone. No problem. Let's make up a piston. Bingo. Alright, so now we just need the living rock and the red string to make the redstone dispenser. So if we take our dispenser, like so, take our living rock, like so, and add a piece of red string. Just like that, there is our red stringed dispenser. So, if we take, say, our block placer and place it down like thus, we can see that it will output to the west side here any block that we put into it. So let's get a piece of cobblestone here. And we're also going to need a lever or a button. So let's just grab a lever real quick. And now with this, every time that it gets a redstone signal, boom, it places the block. Cool. Well, how are we going to use that? Well, I will show you. Being that the wither likes to blow stuff up, sure, we could, you know, put this, you know, all nice and neat. But that's a lot of stuff that we would have to find some way to protect. Now we can, and we will, but if we can keep things a little bit safer, why would we not want to do that? So let us get our wand. There it is, our wand. And if we right click, nope, we can't do it that way. We have to face it the correct way. See how we break this thing down. Yeah, it's faster with a pickaxe. Cool. So if we place that down like that, we should now see absolutely nothing happen. Do we need more red string? I forget. So if we go from here, and we go from there. It's been a while since I've used this stuff. Because it should be showing, and it might be because we have particles down. No, we don't. Okay. Well, let's just see what happens here, guys. So if we take, let's say, a hopper. Come on. Thank you. And we put this hopper on the top here. We should, in theory, if we take this block of cobblestone, put it in there, it should get fed over here. In theory. Does it need a redstone signal? It does not. Wow. Way to show me up there, dispenser. I really appreciate that. Let's see, a function similar to the red string container where items can be also placed in the bound block through it. When a redstone is given to it, the dispenser or dropper in the end will fire. So why is it not doing what it's supposed to be doing? That is my question. See, it has no inventory. And it should. Oh, you know why? That's a dispenser. It's looking for a dispenser or dropper. This is a block placer. I told you guys, I am not really with it. So, let's go ahead and fix that. We're going to need a chest. We're going to have to do this the other way. So, let's get a chest. Perfect. And then we will place the chest there. I will make more red string off camera as well as living rock. There we go. There is our red string container. Now let's place this, say, right over here, like so. And if we look, there we go. Now the cobblestone is in the block placer. And the nice thing is if we put, say, stuff in the way here, it doesn't matter. Okay, there is the connection, and actually it's gonna be hard to see, so let's break this one right here. There we go. And then we take a look. We can see that it is making a connection from this block all the way down to this block, and there's blocks in the way, solid blocks in the way. And that's perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. Because, you know, we can pipe things in from anywhere into this container, and it will come down here to the block placer. And I'm not sure if it will send a redstone pulse. It will not. That is only for the dispensers. So that's fine. We'll come up with a different way. But again, we put stuff in there and we give this block a redstone signal. Boom. It will place a block. This can be very, very useful in the very near future. So let's go ahead and clean up our mess here. Fight through the, lag that we have come to, well, I can't say love, but we've come to know. And we'll put that block back there. So yeah, I will make more of these red string containers. I will make more of the red string off camera. This dispenser, it may come in handy later. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We may be able to come up with a way to use it. But there was one last thing that I wanted to do this episode, guys. It's going to be really simple before we call it an episode. We're going to come over here. I'm tired of running around picking stuff up and, yeah, especially ores and stuff and not being able to get rid of it. So real quickly, we're going to make ourselves an ender pouch. And an ender pouch is just 3 pieces of leather, an ender pearl, some blaze powder, and a piece of wool, which we have. And there we go. So now, the one that we really want to tie into is going to be this one up here. So if we shift right click with the bag in our hand, boom, it is now colored brown, brown, brown. which is exactly what this ender chest is colored brown, brown, brown. So if we come down here and say, you know, we're out clearing an area for whatever we need to do, whatever nefarious purposes or whatnot, and we get some bauxite and we get some copper, and you know, let's just go ahead and grab all of it if it'll let us. Oh yeah, been playing a different version of Minecraft lately, so you know, my buttons are completely different on that setup. So I'm playing a 164 server with Tiger, just kind of dinking around on it. So then we got, you know, this aluminum here. So yeah, you know, we've cleared out an area, we've accumulated, you know, some ores and whatnot, but we don't want to send it into our system, because once it goes into this system here, it doesn't go anywhere. It just sits there and takes up space. However, if we dump it in here, it goes through our auto processing, gets processed, and then comes into our regular system here, completely processed up, ready to use. So that was that, guys. I just got tired of clearing out areas, ending up with, you know, all sorts of different ores in my inventory and stuff like that, and not being able to get rid of it effectively without it taking up a bunch of space. But anyway, guys, I gotta get out of here. My throat is absolutely killing me. I'm going to go probably get some hot tea or something. This cough drop just really isn't helping all that much. I'll do my best to get better for you guys over the weekend, so that, you know, next week we are back to full action. But I don't know what this head cold is, but it's a royal pain in the butt. However, guys, if you like this episode, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icons by the bell icons. Turn on the notifications by hitting that bell icon, just so that you guys can be informed of the newest videos that come up. As well as, you know, it not only helps me out, but it helps the channel out a lot by getting recognized and, you know, out there for more people to see. You can leave a comment down below, please. I enjoy reading all of y'all's comments. You know, good, bad, or any other suggestions on what you would like to see, suggestions on anything. You can also reach me on social media, facebook.com/Irish Red Gaming. You can hit me up on Twitter @Irish Red Gaming. Anyway, guys, I hope you have an absolutely great day. And as always, I will definitely talk to you in the next video. See ya.